Yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Had a slow start to this day. The VIX volatility index kept me up late into the night, blowing off my alerts left and right. Oh my goodness, it was a night. Didn't get much sleep. I wasn't sure if we were going to stream. We did release a video earlier with essentially a new perk for the patrons, but we made it public for everybody. It's pretty much the TA warm-up I do every day, and a lot of the patrons have found it valuable to tune in and listen to me kind of narrate it live, what I'm looking at, how I break down the chart every single day, whether I do it for them live or not. Find it really valuable. Keeps me up to date, keeps me looking in the right directions, and so check that video out. Probably not going to go as in depth into the chart as we usually do because we have that out. Welcome to check that out. It's on my channel page. Let's see. Oof. Decided to go live, you know. Wasn't sure if we're gonna make it, but here we are. So last night we saw the VIX. Funny, you guys tune in here daily. You tune in daily. I think it was 2 days ago. We were looking at the VIX 2 days ago. We don't look at the VIX every day, but it caught my eye. Yeah, it was right back here, October 26th, 2 days ago. We were looking. It drew our attention because it had reached up to this descending trend line. We drew out this measured move kind of pattern. We noticed some kind of irregularities. The VIX shot up in February, March when we saw markets sell off. Pretty much across the board. Let me make sure everything's good with the stream. Okay, you can hear me, awesome. And we pointed out some irregularities here. We saw it shoot up and start to form what looks like a cup. We look back at the VIX. This is not really normal behavior. We see a pretty established baseline for the VIX here. I just randomly placed this, but it fits pretty well. We see, October 2018, 2019, during that financial crisis, the VIX shot up, but it returns to this baseline pretty predictably. Of course, 11.2 isn't really like a standard. I just placed it, but it fits pretty well. And so this cup was very grabbing of my attention. Last night it broke out, shooting up 17, 20% so far. Jeez. Today. And we are seeing the pain. We are seeing the pain across markets. Pretty uniform selling off. Wow, look at that. S&P 500 closed. Man, we were looking at this. We're looking at this the 26th, and I said I'd like to see it close above support. Close under support means we're likely going to be looking for lower, and that spot would be the 3,233 support from earlier. Oh man. Closed under support yesterday, opened with a huge gap. I didn't even look at this yet, I didn't have time. Opened with a huge gap. Just no signs of strength at the moment. Could be due to the resurgence we're seeing globally of that just super unfun 2020 scenario. I'm not even gonna say the name because, well, there's some... Oops, my camera's gone. It's not a very welcomed word here on the tubes, so I think you know what I'm talking about. Let's just leave it at that. As well as confirmation that U.S. stimulus is not on the way until post-election. Markets not happy. Not happy with that. And combined with the uncertainty going on, not making for a very good recipe. Man, that's looking ugly on that S&P. Definitely looking for that 3,200 zone. We also spotted this bearish divergence on our highs. Looks like it is playing out. Stocks are just well behaved, man. Crypto. That's where my technical analysis experience comes from. And stocks are just a much chiller world, it seems. They're very well behaved. Crypto,
Wuhan wheeze.
not as much. Thank you, Josh, for the 5. Thank you. I think you're following my gist there. Let's leave it at that. Really, indices overall touting the same tune here. Where am I? That's odd. Don't know where my markings went on these charts. That's okay. Same bearish divergence we can see. Well, this actually isn't quite as bad as the S&P because this was a lower high and a lower high in RSI. But really looking at that same formation, not ideal. Not ideal. A retest of the low, 10,600, very likely, but this top is spooky. That is a spooky top. And the real damage, I think, is that the hopes of this V-shaped recovery could be fading here. This channel has never been under the opinion that a V-shaped recovery was reasonable, rational. Markets aren't rational though, so you have to be careful, but just didn't add up. Didn't make sense. Stimulus fueled recovery was pretty much the hope, and we may be seeing the end of it here. Potential to bounce in this higher 10,000, 11,000 area on our trend line. A bounce there wouldn't be too bad. Could see a flagging out formation on the NASDAQ if that is the case, but something tells me that the next few days not likely to see markets all of a sudden regain confidence. I don't have high hopes that there's going to be any kind of fueling factor behind that coming out certainly into the close of this week. And honestly, next week not looking really that great either. So we're gonna keep taking a look, keeping an eye on this. This is the killer here, and we have been watching this like a hawk almost every day for the last few days. Dow just looking the ugliest of ugly, like out of control ugly. I've been relating this to crude. Just looks like a failed rally. We saw that sell off in March and unable to retake its highs that we did see both the NASDAQ and the S&P accomplish in that time. This is a failed rally, absolutely. And we can see that this has actually already returned to support. Literally closed what? Oh, a little bit underneath. A little bit underneath. This is seemingly the weakest US indice here. Pretty much invalidating that bullish flag potential in the other ones. What we could see here is we could see some kind of extension, maybe a deep harmonic down to some kind of 2 or 1.618 extension for a bounce. Let's see where that lines up on fib. And that's, I mean, I think honestly, after we've closed under the support in September, I think all bets here for the Dow for me are down here at the 0.5 to 0.618 retrace. 23,000 to 2180, 21.8. This does not look good. Nothing about this looks good. This looks, it really looks like this sell-off in December. Sell-off in December was just the precursor, the warm-up. we connect to these lows, we might have some kind of signal or some kind of inkling of what's going on here. Could be seeing some kind. I mean, in the worst case scenario, this is a little too bearish even for me on stocks. But in the worst case scenario, your return to that demand line, man, and that is really far down. That's down in like the 15,000s. That is a huge loss, like a 50% total retrace of the high here. That might be a little too doomish for me, but things are not looking hot. On the flip side, gold as well. On the flip side, we can see where that value is going. Dollar breaking out of our bear flag here. Through resistance at 93.26 with a daily swing high so far of 93.64. Seeing some selling pressure there. What is really interesting is we have this daily descending trend line. Looking here, the dollar with 34 minutes left in this day, with the possibility of still closing underneath that daily. However, a close above it could be some kind of hook and go pattern that would signal more potential upside here in the short term. Could see the 4-hour show that hook, see the daily come back, something like that. Value flowing into the dollar as markets are uncertain. What's interesting is stocks are doing it. I just opened gold. Where did my gold go? Here we go. Gold in a bloody day as well. It's interesting that gold and stocks going down at the same time. Very strange. Very strange. Bitcoin, of course, also seeing a sell-off. I apologize. I don't know why I had 13,866. I think that was a little bit of an error. I mean, it was so close anyway. But if using the snap tool, which I always use, if we take it from the yearly close in 2017, it should have been 13,863. And if we look at Coinbase's price action here, man, 13,863, we were like how many cents off? At worst, with our little error, we were off by $3, but off by what? 74 cents. 74 cents to the touch of that 2017 close. Incredible TA there. Incredible. 70 something cents off. That really doesn't happen. Okay. We did have a sell-off along with everything else as the dollar rallied and stocks and gold and everything dumped. However, guys, this is not that concerning. If you watch the video that was published earlier, you'll get a really in-depth look at this. But look at the volume here. Look at the volume. I'm not a huge fan of volume in general, but we were looking for a test of this 13,860 because that is where we expected to see a ton of stops, a ton of short stops. This is really the last spot we're going to be looking, maybe 20K with a follow-up on that. Holding short stops, but no volume. If we had a really high volume candle on this sell-off, on this pullback, I would be concerned. I would be concerned that there's going to be a follow-up, or that this sell-off is a strong rejection. I'm not seeing it yet. 7% in Bitcoin, no lower low. Bitcoin looking the best out of anything right now. This is exciting. I woke up at like 5 a.m. East or whatever, 4 a.m. and we were chatting in Discord. Let me see if the link is right. Why is my Streamlabs not working? Let me see if it works now. Nope. I'll put the link. To do it manually. I hope that one's not expired. Okay. That one's expired. Dude, this thing trolls me every day. Alright, I'm gonna get a different link. Chat. There we go. Ignore the first one. Let me delete it. Discord link in the chat. We were chatting late last night when it woke me up. Sir Rico and I were like the only people awake. And as that VIX shot up, I said, man, how crazy would it be if we see stocks and gold and everything sell off, and then Bitcoin goes and breaks that 13.8? That would be the final star in the celestial market alignment of insanity, of Bitcoin rising as a champion. That'd be incredibly exciting. But part of that, we have records on Discord, this is all said. Part of that was, but knowing Bitcoin, it's gonna make it spooky. It's not just gonna blow through that resistance while everything dumps. It's gonna make it spooky. Bitcoin loves to mimic. It loves to ride the fear of other markets. It's maybe its favorite pastime. I think that's where a lot of these people who are so focused on correlation get that feeling from. Is like, well, when stocks go down, Bitcoin goes down. It's undeniable that does happen. It does happen at times. But I don't believe that's a correlation. What I really believe is that is Bitcoin being Bitcoin. It loves to ride fear in other markets. When other markets dump, it likes to do this like little dump thing to really get people spooked out. But this is not a significant dump. Nothing has happened. No lower low. If we look at indicators, man, dumped out, we have on the hour a massive MACD swing low, unrivaled on the hourly. As far back as we can see, July, August, nothing even comes close to how low that MACD swung on the hourly, and accomplished nothing. We look at, let's see, BitMEX funding, shorts still paying longs. All the way up. This has been true pretty much all the way up since March. People are paying to keep shorts, to open shorts. That's what you want in a rally. You want people to be doing that. You want funding to be negative. That sets up, dude, we're at 13,860. We touched it yesterday. Fear and greed, not that high. I almost want to see today close a little low. I'd like to see around 13.2, but we might not get it here looking at this 4 hour. To reset that fear and greed, might not get it. But sentiment here is so low. People are very bearish. People are looking to short still. People are not feeling this rally. Think about how people were feeling last year, in 2019 at this price. People were beyond euphoric. Beyond. Euphoria was, honestly, it was maybe it could rival some of the 2017 euphoria. People were not looking to short. People were looking to put everything they have in. That's that sentiment divergence that we were talking about. It's very important. We're here at the last important, the last critical resistance. We're $600 underneath. That's 4% maybe. At the last hurdle. Shorts are paying to be open. Market, contracts, futures, whatever. Heavily hedging. That sets up a potential short squeeze at this value. Guys, this is insane. This is an insane setup. Looking at our macros, looking at what we've been looking at the last weeks, months, with our bullish signals going on, I have no reason to be bearish. But a short squeeze at this level? Dude. It's almost too good to be true.
Wrecked city going from rags to riches.
Rags to riches, son. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate your donations, my friend. You are the man. This is amazing. Yes, we could sell off from here. Honestly, we have so much room below that I'm just confused at the sentiment. 10,800 still not tested, still in play. Even at that level, nothing has changed. Nothing at all has changed at that level. That's a 20 weekly. The middle Bollinger Band has been guiding us up this entire time. There's a lot of room below. And there's only 4% above us. That's like really it. This is crazy. With the potential for a short squeeze of gigantic proportions, this is insane. I think it's $750 million of options expiring on Halloween for September, the last Friday. I believe that's only like 2 or 3 days away. 2 days away. A short squeeze at this level would send Bitcoin just to the moon, for lack of better words, man. Would be insane. My speculation here: Grayscale, institutions, OTC purchasing directly from miners this year is now slamming into the supply shock, finally playing out from the halving. 6 months later. It's a good setup. Doesn't guarantee anything, but it's a good setup, man. We're coming in, it's October. October is usually a big month. We saw a big month. November, usually a more relaxed month. But December has that power to have the craziest moves. The close of this year has only gotten more exciting every single month since March. And it's awesome. The conditions are totally different from 2019's failed rally or bull trap. The technicals are totally different from 2019. Totally, completely. I can show it to you on so many different time frames, so many different reasons. This is still a really exciting time. And this sell-off is nothing. It's awesome. I couldn't have asked for anything. We combine that with what Bitcoin dominance is doing right now, and it's like, I gotta like kind of contain my excitement. Like, doesn't matter how sure you are of anything, nothing is promised. So you always have to fight that urge to get really excited. But this is all of the pieces, man. We hit our 62 target on Bitcoin dominance, squeezing the alts, vampiring as it does when it's bullish, usually. We called this reversal back in September, looking for this value. We just hit it. Still potentially plenty of room on Bitcoin dominance, spelling more pain for alts on the way up. This is the setup, guys. There's no guarantee, but I don't think it's ever looked this good in multiple years, many years. It's awesome. It's awesome. Today, what you need to know, looking for a close, and looks like we're getting it. This wasn't true earlier, but this is actually in the video of what I was looking for. Looking for a close above, where are we? 13,200. Looks like we're getting it. I think that was the number, right? 13,200. Looking to find support at the July 1st, 2019 quarterly wick high. And looks like maybe we found it. Shout out to Mr. Sharknado for pointing out that value to me. It was previously not on my radar. Looks like we found support here. Even if we zoom into the 15-minute, yes, it overshot it. Yes, it did reach down to the more local support here at 12,927 wicks out. That was a little consolidation, but now reaching and looking to close above it, man. Looks good. I do have some worry here locally that we may see an ascending channel build and provide a momentum leg down. That's really my only concern, and that concern is super short time frame. Not even if this does happen, like I said, we have so much room below before anything is of concern. That there's really not a lot to worry about. Things are freaking awesome. If you bought here at the resistance, I understand why you might be a little worried. But I mean, dude, God help you if you did. Dude, that's on you. 13.8, really the only other significant take profit point we've had since 11,000. If you're gonna make a bet here yesterday, it was to take profit. Nothing against that. I didn't. I don't plan to. I don't believe that 13.8 is the end of our rally. Could be the end of our rally for October. That'd be totally fine. October, that might be the high. I think that by the end of this year, we see higher than this. My target, our target that we've built here live on stream together, our target's much higher for the end of this year. A month. We're looking for a yearly close right here. 17,180. 17,178. This is where at this moment, until we see this proven wrong, and we have many factors that can do so, this remains my target for end of year. 17,178. That's pretty much why I'm not taking profit here. Also, I don't want any more USD in my portfolio. Not with the way the market's looking. To follow course here, I would like to see a close of October above 13,220 with 3 days left to go, looking probable. Then I would like to see November. I'd like to see November range from 13,008, likely testing support, I don't know, 13.2. And I'd like to see a doji, a boring candle. I know nobody wants it to be boring, but I want it to be boring. This will allow RSI, oscillators, indicators to cool off a little bit. As we can see, we usually get a cooling off period in between these moves. That'd be okay. And then what I want to see in December, a rally and a yearly close, 17,178. Essentially a double top from the first of January's monthly wick high in 2018. That is my ideal setup. That is my ideal. If we get that, I'm looking for a back test at 13.8. Our monthly closes and our wick high in June for the first quarter of 2021. Who knows what that looks like? That could be maybe 3 slow red candles. And then I want to see April be April. I don't know what that might mean, but April has been an explosive month pretty consistently. Starts off the second quarter. This is what I'm looking at. Until this is proven wrong by many metrics that we have, this is what I'm looking at. It looks beautiful. Follows this parabolic curve up, and it fits in line. What's funny is we found this, and guess what? We're already now, only a few days later, we're already seeing other TAs. Can't see on this new VLX. We're already seeing other technical analysts pick up on it. We find it first. We always find it first. It's what we do. We are the first. We deliver it to you. Everyone else catches up consistently. We're already seeing other technical analysts talk about this setup, this yearly setup right here. From 2013 to 2016, which would imply that the 2017 candle is the 2021 candle. If we follow this candle pattern, 2021 would be the 2017, the extreme parabolic rally into a blow off top, and then leading to what, 2-3 more years of relaxing market. Who knows where this goes. My sights, this is just because I'm on the topic, screw it. My sights, though obviously the farther we look out, the less accurate we can be, are set for wherever that blow off top happens in 2021, assuming this continues. My sights are set over the years after to retrace to a low of 50,000. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You'll even throw in like a fourth. Be a little chiller. There we go. This is what I'm looking for until proven wrong. Could happen in many steps. Many steps of the way could prove this inaccurate. But until then, that's where I'm looking. That's what I'm projecting out. No bearish divergence on these RSI highs yet. These indicators are just beautiful, man. That sell-off, you would expect to see a lot more of a price swing from what, 81 RSI down to 20, almost no break, no relief. You'd expect to see a more volatile move. You just don't get it. This is a beautiful resetting. New swing lows across many time frames. It's awesome. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Coming back to look for a retrace. Probable retrace regardless of where this move is going next. We always look to the 0.5 retrace up to the 618. It's the most probable scenario for any move, whether it's up or down. Almost every move tends to retrace half. Right here. 13,368 to 13,480-ish. Looking good. This was placed back here though when we didn't have this candle, so it was looking uglier. See if there's any interesting. Not terrible. Take it. I'll take it. Our fib tool gives us this. Plays it backwards, but whatever, it's still the same thing. Let's see if any of these extension targets line up with anything. It's a fun activity. 1418 lines up pretty much perfectly here with our August swing high. If we do see a rejection from that 0.5 618 retrace and we do sell off, which I know a lot of you are eyeing now at the moment, that could be the level to look. We see the 1414 retrace line up with the August high to retest as support. Wouldn't be anything wrong with that. That would be a nice healthy move, despite healthy not being a thing. What else could we have? 12. And all's well. All's well so far, it seems. Dig it. Nice, we got 175 watching, 174 watching. Welcome, guys. that. Give me this. Give me this. Let me see if this works now. Nice. Discord link in the chat. Make sure you're in there, guys. The last few days we haven't been able to find our streams. And the only way to find them is through Discord. It really highlights the importance.
YouTube famous BTC king, you think the of the G is dead? At.
Oh, Josh. Josh, did it break $3.02? Did it break $3.02? Oh, it did. Why didn't I get an alert? Look at that. My alert was penny, not even a penny. 0.005 of a penny below. Looks fine, brother. Not ideal, but looks like it wants to close above it. Meh. It looks all right. Still in its structure. Don't love to see that. It's a hard call, man. It's up to you, but until we see a reversal here on BTCD, it's hard to be bullish on alts. Hard. For some comfort, we do see a descending RSI on the 4-hour as BTCD sets a higher high on the chart. That is a bearish divergence. So that could be our first sign of this weakening. Daily reflecting the same thing. I didn't actually look at this yet. But the weekly was where we spotted the reversal, so I'm going to look to the weekly. Weekly not showing signs of the weekly not showing signs of weakness quite yet. But we are at the 100 weekly. Likely to find chart resistance there. Above is the 50 at 64.38. Another probable reversal area. We're gonna have to keep our eye. Oh yeah, back test of the 100 daily though. That's nice. That is nice. Honestly, alts are not going to be doing well until we see this reverse. We knew months ago. We knew. Well, we saw the signs. We didn't know. Never saw the signs of it reversing months ago, 2 months ago. Been looking at it since. That was kind of our signal that alts were not going to be doing too hot going forward. However, I will say, if this gives you some comfort, that despite BTCD going up, if we see Bitcoin break this 13.8 high, even if BTCD continues to go up, we are likely to see alts USD value increase, but their BTC value decrease. So your portfolio won't feel as bad. But that's the setup. This, as long as Bitcoin is moving up and Bitcoin dominance is moving up, this is the best hope that we have for alts. And I'll tell you what, I see this in my portfolio right now. I'm with you. This is a reason I always encourage people to keep 50% of their portfolio in Bitcoin if they plan on having a crypto portfolio. For this exact reason, this is always what happens in a bull market. Bitcoin takes the king, drinks the blood of the peasants every time. If you have 50% or more in Bitcoin in your portfolio, you don't see the pain quite as bad. A little more stable. Yeah, Wook Joey, 70%. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I use 50% as a rule of thumb because that advice is typically for newer investors. And newer investors tend to have 0% of their portfolio in BTC, and they're feeling the pain now. They're going to be emotionally motivated. Just opened my portfolio, and since this BTCD move, I have gone, let's see, over the last 3 months, I've gone from about 55% in Bitcoin to 66.6% as of right now. That is how badly these alts are getting smacked around. If we weren't seeing this, if we weren't seeing alts get punished here on this rally, I would not be as confident. I would be much more skeptical of the rally. Because that's not what I know. That isn't what I know about bullish trends in markets in crypto. Be much more worried. Important. Let's see, 206 watching. We only have 60 likes, guys. What's going on? Just yesterday, we were having our visibility issues. It was the second day in a row. No one could find the stream. Not a single person. Unless you had a direct link. So don't forget you guys are doing an awesome job of keeping that engagement. The likes, the comments in chat, the comments on the videos, of keeping those up. Very much appreciated, because that's what keeps us going. That's what keeps people being able to find the stream at all. So please don't relent on the awesome job you've been doing. I really appreciate it. Stream Deck's being weird. Yeah, I was letting my dog trade. I was letting Beans trade. Beautiful Bean. He went all in on Dodge, 125x. Fingers crossed, man. She's a dog. She's not a trader. She does her best. She taught me how to love. Being weird. Let's see. The 28th of October, 3 days until November 1st, and you know what that means. Know what that means. That means it's a brand new month and the best time to become a patron. If you've been thinking about it, wait. Don't sign up today. Don't sign up tomorrow. Wait for the 1st. Get the most value out of it. If you were looking for a really in-depth look at Bitcoin today, I highly suggest the video that was published earlier. Links in the chat. That's an example of what we do live with the patrons every day, pretty much. We do in-depth analysis of all the time frames. We give you all the details, what you should be looking for at each time frame, each indicator, what they're saying, if they're saying anything important. You should watch that video. It's probably a good one. It is a good one. Very in-depth. Patrons also get one-on-one rating. Let's call them lessons. I don't know, like sessions, weekly, available, included in the membership. Great value. Been getting great feedback from that. People are finding a lot of value in it, and I'm happy. I like doing it. I like getting to know you guys too, making it a little more personal, getting to see where everybody's at. So November 1st, best time. Best time. You've been thinking about it when you want to pull the trigger. So yeah, I won't shill myself anymore. So yeah, if you're after that, if you're a trader looking to become a stronger trader, to become self-sufficient, you don't want to have to watch YouTube videos and read articles that tell you what the chart's saying. If you want to be able to do that yourself, you don't want to listen to whatever the news tells you. Patron's probably for you. I'd love to help you accomplish that. We've been having great success. That's my final shill. Link is in the chat. Check it out. Don't sign up though. Don't sign up today. Don't sign up tomorrow. You gotta wait till the 1st. If you sign up today or tomorrow, you'll get charged again on the 1st. I don't want anyone to do that. I don't care if I get paid for it. I would not feel okay with that. So there's a transparency. But if that's not for you, that's okay. The Discord, though, is in the chat. That's free, full of educational content as well. 24/7 live stream and chat. And it's the only way... Oh, and trade alerts in the Discord as well. And it's the only way to find our stream a good amount of the time. And we're live daily. With this fresh content, digging up the edges. When everyone was struggling to find an edge in September, we had already found multiple signals. And it wasn't until the end of September, after it already played out or started playing out, that everyone else found them. Started picking up on it. I have a feeling that people are going to start, people meaning other TAs, no one specific, just in general, are going to start paying more attention to our little stream here. Because they have been, it seems like they already have. They have been scooping up our edges. That's okay. It's fine, man. Everyone sees the same chart. It's not like we own it. I'm okay with just finding it first. I don't care if other people later pick it up. I mean, that's inevitable. But we got it first. From the source. Man, this hourly swing low, so deep. It's going to create monstrous divergence at some point. See a double touch on Stotch even. Lowest point on RSI on the 1 hour since October 1st. All the way back here. This is the only lower point at 10,450 than this touch of 12,900-ish on the hour. That was the most intense selling in a 1 hour time frame since right here. That's crazy. That is insane strength shown by Bitcoin, really flexing its muscles, showing the world that it is a safe haven asset. And you know what? Institutions are picking up on that. I'm pretty sure it's MicroStrategy. It's either MicroStrategy or Square, but I'd be more easily convinced that it's MicroStrategy. Has gained more from their Bitcoin price appreciation than they have in their profits for, I think it's 3 years combined, and they just entered this year. You think other companies aren't going to notice that? They're not going to pay attention to that? Of course they are. What we should be looking for into the close of this year, especially if we keep seeing this VIX rally, we keep seeing the dollar rally, and we keep seeing just weak beta action. Shout out to real estate. Weak beta action on these indices. What we want to see is, what we want to be paying attention to is companies holding Bitcoin. Are they outperforming? Are they performing better? My bet would be yes. Companies holding Bitcoin as a reserve versus those just holding dollary dues. My bet would be yes. If that, this is a nice little ugly ascending channel, or ascending wedge. Kind of lost what I was saying. Basically, though, if we see that, other publicly traded companies are going to notice and they are going to want in, and I think that's highly likely. Grayscale increased their holdings again. I forget, it's like the last month in October. Grayscale now holding over $7 billion worth of crypto. Publicly traded US company, $7 billion of crypto. If you were to go back in time, even 2 years, just 2 years, go back in time to 2018 and come to me in our community and say, man, in 2020, there's going to be publicly traded companies with billions of dollars holding reserve crypto, I would have laughed at you and said, you're right. I would have said, I think that'll happen eventually, but 2020, that's not realistic. Might sound familiar. Here we are. Really feels like we're heading to victory here, guys. It's been a long path. Been a very long journey. But we may be approaching it. We're approaching the gates of Valhalla for our victory. Our afterlife victory on Crypto Moon. Okay, it does look like the daily closed above on Dixie. Can't say I love to see it. But it is what it is. No bearish divergence on the highs on RSI or MACD. No bearish divergence on the highs for RSI or MACD on the 4 hour. No, a little potential bearish divergence on the 12 hour here. Slightly higher RSI high. Daily not reflecting it though. Gonna be keeping a close eye here on this dollar. I think the lack of stimulus and the increase in uncertainty for public health moving into the end of the year is a good rationale for this. It's a good rationale. However, it's still not there. You know, this daily, it did close above this. They could easily reject tomorrow, come back, test 993.26. That easily could happen. Easy peasy. This doesn't look good though, man. This is not a great looking chart. What it looks like it could be setting up in, and honestly, it sounds weird, in the most bullish of scenarios for the dollar, could be painting some kind of bearish harmonic. And this is like the most bullish case. If it isn't just painting a momentum leg here to get wrecked. Which I think is probably the case. Because stimulus is gonna come, and stimulus is gonna come in the form of inflation and weakening the dollar. It's gonna come. Doesn't matter what any politician says. It might not come until post-election. That seems probable at this point, but it's gonna come. The markets haven't recovered. There's not a sane person in economics who isn't lying that can say, yeah, it makes total sense for the economy to be recovered right now. Total sense. There's no rationale. They're either lying or they're not sane. It's simply not true. People aren't back to work. Goods and services aren't being produced at the rate they were. Consumption isn't back to the rates it was pre-2020. It's no one's fault. There's no like, this is your fault, this is my fault. It's just reality. This is just the way it is. People aren't back to work. Demand isn't there. Hasn't returned. It will eventually. It just takes time. Hopefully that's 2021. Hopefully that's what we have in store. Likely more pain to come though in 2021. Hopefully not as bad as 2020. But I don't think it's gonna be like January 1st, 2021 and it's like, oh man, whew, good thing we got that out of the way. Everything's good now. I wish. That'd be great. I'm not a doom boy. Not a doom boy. But I'm just keeping my eyes on the prize. Keeping myself leveled here. There will be a time when things are totally back to normal. Things may get worse than they are right now before they get better, but dude, that's just the world. That's just, you just gotta endure it, man. We had to go through the bear market to get to the bull market. Same thing. Things will be okay. I promise. And I'll be here. You'll be here. I'll be here. Our fam will be here either way. Wook chewy, man. Heck yeah. I hope I never have to go back to a real job. I never in my life thought that I would be a streamer. My entire life, never was an aspiration. Never was a goal or something like that of mine. But we don't always get to decide what happens. Sometimes life kind of just decides for you. And so I'm here. And you know what? I don't regret it. I don't know why I never wanted to be a streamer. Now that this is like my job. Because it's not an easy job. Certainly not an easy job. I always thought it would be an easy job, not an easy. But I like it. I like being my own boss. Well, I have a lot of bosses. YouTube's my boss. 3,500 subscribers, you're all my boss. 80 patrons, they're all my boss. So I have a lot of bosses. But at the end of the day, I get to decide what I want to do, and that's never been the case in my life. That's the value. And the exchange is that it's a ton of work, and all of the pressure is on me. I don't have anyone else to blame or cover for me or anything like that. That's pretty cool. I don't ever want to go back to something else, man. I wasn't built for it. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a repetitive tasks person. I'm a creative thinker. That was never a good fit. For the corporate jobs I had, it was never a good fit. They don't like you to be creative. They don't like you to go out on your own and do stuff. They all say they do. They all say they want independent thinkers and self-motivated people. And then when you go and do that, they're like, hey, you're disrupting things. And it's like, but that's what you said you want. And then they're like, yeah, we lied. It's like the end. I don't know why people are hitting one. I just saw a bunch of ones, but I'm gonna do it too. I don't know what I just agreed to or whatnot. Yeah, dude, I never thought I would run. I honestly didn't. Yeah, everyone has that thing where they're like, as a kid, I always wanted to run my own business or something. I never did. I was not that kid. As a kid, I always wanted to be either like a lawyer or someone who works in a big company and has like a big job, a lot of responsibility. I never was like, I want to start my own business. Never was a thing. Energy drink down for today, man. What is up with me? I did not sleep last night. That VIX and futures tanking really jazzed me up, and I did not get good sleep. Go ahead, watch that video I sent you guys. You will hear that this is the second time today I have spilled the exact same, this is a different can, but the exact same energy drink on myself while recording. Dude, I can't even be mad. I just have to like laugh. Like, how have I managed to do this twice now? I have a towel right here because it happened 2 hours ago. Oh my. This energy drink's pretty tasty though. It looks really girly. I got like a case of them really cheap. Aspire. Healthy energy. Tastes pretty good though. I dig it. It's supposed to be natural. Gotta stop pounding those monsters. I love them. They haven't given me any problems, but I can only imagine how many years you can get away with pounding monsters. You all rock. I love all of you guys. I really do. I worry about every single one of you when you disappear in 2020. I think, where did Crypto Waz go? Where did Coin Collector go? Where do these people go? Are they okay? I really do. Oh man. I can't believe I just spilled this on myself again. Just that kind of day, you know? Just the kind of day where life happens. I love it. You know, I haven't said this I said one time, new stream. If you guys haven't yet, please hit that please hit that like button. Help us boost up visibility on YouTube's platform. And if you're new, please subscribe, guys. It's great to see we finally have subscribers coming back. All of September, I almost want to pull it up. I think we got 40 total subscribers in like all of September. It was the lowest subscription month ever for our channel. Yeah, we got like 100. October, we're up to almost 400. August, we had 450. And in the last year, 8,500. So love to see these numbers return, because what that means to me, I watch these metrics a lot because I've noticed that they are very important to Bitcoin, to the crypto market, because that's what this channel is. Nobody comes here who doesn't know what crypto is really, unless they're curious. Yo, Silent? Missed it, crap. Silent Gray? Something like that. Welcome, brother. Thanks for subscribing. It's great to have you in our fam. But I watch these metrics closely because they do. They do have an impact. When we see changes in the analytics, the most notable of that, actually, in my opinion, is in the last 6 months to, really it's a 2020 thing. Never saw this before. People from India tuning in at rates never seen before. It's awesome. Shout out to all our Indian fans out there. You guys are great. Welcome to crypto. We love to have you. That shows that the message is spreading. That's just one of many pieces of analytics that I notice. But because that's our content, man, we are it's so closely tied to the crypto market. So closely. I can tell you that the average crypto fan is between 25 to 34 years old, from the United States, United Kingdom, Netherlands, India, Germany. and they are a male. 93% of every person, 93% of the crypto space is male. Female only representing 7.2%. That's a high estimate. We need to get those numbers up. Those are JV numbers. 6%, 7% are female. That means to be proportionate to the world's demographic, it's nearly a 8 to 9 times more women. Imagine that, what that would do for price. It would nearly double the amount of investors overnight if we could all of a sudden have equal or proportionate representation. We need to get women into crypto. Also, guys, we need to get women into crypto because then maybe it will be like really cool as dudes that were into crypto, and maybe we'll all get laid for it. Because at the moment, I don't think women are really super into hearing about you being into crypto. But we can change that. We can change that by getting them into it. So that's our mission. We have to go out, get women into it. It'll help us moon. And, I mean, then it won't be as much as a sausage fest. Do you guys want it to be a sausage fest? I don't want it to be a sausage fest. What a ridiculous topic. I love it. It's true, though. As ridiculous as it is, that's all 100% true. Sylv, one of our wonderful crypto ladies. Mala, I knew you were going to chime in. Another one. We have great ones, but like, there's not enough. Not enough. It might even be what's holding us back. That's a little bit over half the world that are women. And only 6% of crypto, 6 to 7% of crypto investors are women. That is an untapped adoption pool. Ladies exchanges needed a ladies' night with free Bitcoin. All right, I'm down. Whatever works. I'm not sure how to get, because it's like, it's not even how to get women into it. It's like, I don't really know how to get people into it. People need to kind of just come to the crypto Bitcoin conclusion themselves. Sadly, that's usually just when it's super FOMO hyped. But the question of how do we get women into it specifically, I don't have an answer. I don't know. Maybe that's a really great question for like a team of women to come up with and say, what would make this more appealing? I challenge you, internet. I challenge you with that task. Because that will help elevate us, man. That is a lot. There's a lot of potential investment. And yes, I'm rambling a little bit here about this because it is an important topic. It is, but really because I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to break out. I think it's about to happen. Yeah, Sharknado, it's funny that you say crypto kids, because I know you're joking, but I will say my girlfriend that I've been with for years has very little interest in crypto. She likes it because I like it. And that's what I do. I don't really care. But the one thing she actually ever did have any interest at all ever for was crypto kitties. She wasn't super into it, but she like dabbled on MetaMask for a little bit. And I'll say that's the most interest she's ever had. So I don't know if crypto kitties is the answer, but like I think that, yeah, like there's some condition not being met correctly in the space. I think that crypto kitties was a small attempt at that, maybe. I don't know. But that's it. The most attention she's ever had for it. Uh-oh, the bots are out. Yep, See you, Richard Kent, Mr. Bot. Goodbye. Dude, these bots, yeah, let's just do this PSA too while we wait on Bitcoin. Okay, Matthew Miller. Well, 10%, we're not at 10%, buddy. So, we need to like almost double the amount of women in it right now to just meet the CEO numbers. Here's the thing is, women, there's no entry, there's no bar. To be a CEO, there's a huge barrier of entry. Huge barrier. So to say that 10% of women are CEOs or something, while I'm not going to comment on anything about that really, other than to become a CEO is a task that could take a lifetime for a male or a female. To get into crypto has no barrier. There's no barrier there. That I appreciate the statistic. But that's not accurate. It's not accurate. Like, there's no barrier. There's no like and kind barrier to those two actions. And we're not enforcing equality or whatever. We're not forcing equity. I'm just saying it's an untapped pool. There's so much potential there. Someone needs to go after that potential. And we will benefit from it. We'll benefit from it because there's more investors in crypto. And we'll benefit from it because we're dudes and there's women who are into what we like. That's like, I see no downside. I see no downside to this. There should be all kinds of effort put into that task. I do my best, but I don't know how to do it. There's no forcing. I know, I'm just burning time waiting for this little, like, cuppy handle to go pop. But it's a topic I'm passionate about. I want all people in crypto, and proportionately, women are a less tapped field for it. So let's get them in. Let's onboard them. The only way I've ever found at all to get anyone who isn't FOMO interested into crypto is to simply say, like, there's two approaches. There's one, like with a friend you're really close with, be like, if you owe them, or like, I don't know, let's say you didn't bring your cash or something and you get food and they are going to cover for you, is to be like, hey man, can I pay you back in crypto? A lot of the time people will be skeptical. They're like, eh. And you're like, then you just say, well, what if I gave you like a little extra, like a rounded up? If they're not cool with that, that's fine. That approach works. The only other one is just, hey, you're my friend. I'm into this thing. Let me give you $10. Let me give you $10 of Bitcoin. There's no strings attached, nothing. You show them how to set up a wallet. You just have them download one on their phone. Have them write down their keys. And that's it. You just say, don't lose that. Then you just send them $10, no strings attached. What I've found is that more often than not, at some point they go back to that app and they open it up and they're like, hey, that $10 is worth $14. What if that was $1,000? What if that was $10,000? And they see it for themselves. And what's also nice is, say they open it and it's down. They didn't invest anything, so they don't care. They're like, meh, you gave this to me for free. I don't care. It's like $5 now. But then eventually they see it go back up. And what that does is it sets them up to be a successful investor. Because they've seen the volatility. They've seen what happens. It's not going to be a shock. I really have found that's the only way. Just give somebody $5 worth of Bitcoin. Something like that. Nothing has ever been even close to as successful in my experience. Everything else has not really ever yielded anything, but I have had many successes with giving away a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit, an amount that doesn't matter. Ooh, my dog is barking. But no other approach has ever yielded a follow-up question or interest in anyone I've ever tried to pitch this to. So feel free to use that technique. It's successful. I wouldn't say 100%, but I would say about half of the people have come back and been like, yeah, Tom, I've been watching this. It's pretty cool. I don't really know much about it, but like, how do I get a little bit more myself? And then that's when you can show them your Coinbase link, and then you can make that $10 back. Bam! That's a full circle. That's a full circle on board. You give them 5. Half of them sign up. You get $10 when they sign up. Bam! 50% hit rate. You break even. It's actually not a bad strategy. And so, one sec. The dog is barking and borking. I think the lady just got home. Hold up here. We're watching. We're still watching for this breakout. I'm gonna go check out what's going on. Give me 2 seconds. In that meantime, guys, smash that like. Smash the like. Get the likes up. Get the likes up, man, and give it a like. We're at lower likes than usual. It's really important to the visibility. Make sure you're subscribed in this 2-second pause. Hit the bell and make sure you're in Discord. Get in there. Discord, best value for your money that money can buy, because it costs nothing. And Noah M, welcome to the fam, my friend. It's good to have you here. I'll be right back. Like, subscribe, Discord, check out the Patron. Ah, nice. We didn't even lose many people. Schwank. We are back. Just watching. Watching this Bitcoin paint dry. Waiting for that breakout. Just waiting. I don't know, Pivotal. It doesn't seem to work. I think really what it is that it's actually interesting right now, and we're like waiting on this breakout. I think that's what kept people here. Push up a little more. Let's do it. Break out of this potentially ugly ascending wedge and let's go. Let's go. Yeah, smash that like. Smash the likes. 171 likes, 200 watching. All right, our numbers are good now. 200 like? Wait, 208 likes. Do we? Did it not update? No, I see 171. That's pretty dang good, though. Good job, guys. Good job. Doesn't mean if you haven't yet, you shouldn't. But like, that's pretty good. We don't have to solicit the likes as much. 171 is great. 215 watching. We need 208, says Sylv. Hey, if the beautiful darling Sylv says we need 208, hey, who am I to argue? I'm not going to argue it. Not going to argue it. She says 208, 208 it is. We'll see. Drop the Discord link one more time for anyone who missed it. Yeah, signing up, telling people to sign up on Coinbase is like pulling teeth. I agree. But I've found, so here's the thing. I'll continue on with this little topic while we wait. Here's the thing, is getting someone who isn't interested to sign up on Coinbase, impossible. I'm just going to say impossible. This is never going to happen. I mean, you'd have better odds with many, many other ventures with your time. Impossible. But getting someone to sign up, when you set them up in that way, when you give them a little bit of crypto and they see it move up and down, and then they see it like worth more than when you gave it to them, and they start getting excited. It's just like you and me when we got into it. Much more likely. Much more likely then. Probably not 100%. Probably not 100% hit rate on that either, but dude, it's the odds of them doing it, that teeth pulling, becomes a lot easier because they have the motivation. They've sought you out and said, hey, I you gave me this thing. I'm kind of curious. How do I do this? How do I get more? They've sought you out. The odds of them signing up for Coinbase goes up a lot. I'm going to put that video from earlier that I published because I doubt anyone's going to see that now that we went live. Dropping that video link in the chat. Yo, John Dowling. What's up, brother? Welcome. It's good to have you in our fam. Make sure you're in that Discord, brother. So, you can keep tabs on the stream. We're live daily, every day, with the cutting edge, up to date technical analysis that you hear first here, then you hear it over there later. Happens every time. It's like clockwork. It really, I bet we could graph it. We could chart it. I bet that's a rapidly expanding chart at this point. The herd seems to be following us more and more closely as we keep nailing these technical edges over and over. It has been a marathon. A marathon since the first week of September. It's been a marathon of nailing these edges, and they just keep coming. And Discord's the only way to keep up. Man, we only had like 1, 2, 3 people join Discord today. That's weird. Wonder if we don't have a lot of new faces. It's okay. Not a big deal. Yo, Claudiu 2. Claudiu 2. Sorry if I butchered that, but welcome. It's good to have you. Thanks for following. It's wonderful to see new family members joining. 20 more likes and take off the glasses. Dude, I tried to stream without the glasses and people were like annoyed. They were like, why don't you have your glasses on? I was like, I guess I'll put them back on. It was a joke originally, and then people liked them, and now it's just kind of part of the brand. I streamed for like a year without glasses. For like a long time. It's not like some kind of secret or like hiding. Like I have a bunch of videos where I don't have glasses on. And it just kind of became part of the brand. And don't what is it? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't know what that means, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna mess with that gift horse. Can't say I've ever had a gift horse before. I'm not really sure even what that would mean. Someone giving you a horse? Why are they giving you a horse? I don't know. Dudette. Sorry, dudette, dude, dudette. Both dudes and dudettes. Welcome. Let's go. Let's get this breakout. Let's get this breakout going. Let's go back up there. Let's retest our high. Our high that we were 54 cents. 54 cents? We're within 54 cents. Nope. Sorry, 74 cents. Overshot by 74 cents. That's accuracy. Let's go back. Let's go back and test it. Man, we're ranked number 3 for Bitcoin search right now. That's very nice, very nice. My name Tom Crown, very nice. I just watched that new Borat movie. That was something. I will say, not quite as funny, I guess, as the first one, but it was a lot smarter than the first one, so I liked it. It was a good watch. It was interesting. It was like funny. I don't know. I can't even describe it. Like it was funny on paper, maybe, or I just thought it was a good movie. Like it caught my attention. Caught and held my attention, and you guys know that's not an easy task. Not an easy task. I am an ADD kind of guy. Holding my attention is a challenge. Definitely a challenge. And it did it. Just fiddling with the stuff behind the scenes here. 1 sec. There we go. Little back test. Little back test. Will it hold?
Tom, you think it would be wise to sell all of Macroeconomic BAT and buy more Link? Wrecked City gets his underwear at Kmart.
Hey man, don't knock the Kmart underwear, alright? That's a good value. Maybe it's just a smart shopper. I don't know, man, that's up to you. Certainly can't give you financial advice live on a YouTube stream, Josh. You know that. It's up to you. It's up to you, man. Bitcoin dominance still rallying. If you think Bitcoin dominance is going to reverse here, then that might not be wise. If you think Bitcoin dominance is going to keep rallying, then it might be wise. I don't know. Bitcoin dominance just hitting the 100 weekly moving average today. 50 not too high above it. Until that reverses though, very little hope that alts are going to gain on Bitcoin. Oh man, we got the bots out in full force. We got another bot. Taylor Farr, see ya, bud. David HDZ, man. Why are you so angry, bro? What's up with the anger? Don't be angry. Later, John Whitaker. See ya, brother. Yeah, we fell back into the wedge. We may not get the spicy we were looking for here. We'll see. Justin French, alts didn't run with Bitcoin until like the end of 2027 or 2017. This is pretty much what we expected. This is pretty much what happened in the previous bull run. Bitcoin dominance climbed, alts took punishment. Bitcoin vampired the value hidden in those alts as it rallied. And then when Bitcoin began to cool off, consolidate at higher levels, we saw altcoins regain some of the ground they had lost. And then what we really saw was alts hitting all-time highs after Bitcoin put in its 2017 high and started to retrace. That's when we saw alts go nutty. It was at the end. 2017, this is something I think a lot of new investors don't realize, is 2017 was the end of the bull run. It wasn't the start of the bull run. It was the end. It was the finale. Greg Bowman, exactly. Exactly. Alts didn't run with Bitcoin to start. They did at the end. Really, they did once it was over. I don't simp. What's up, bro? Hi. What's my thoughts on Bitcoin right now? Well, we went over pretty in depth my thoughts on Bitcoin right now, today, on this live. I'll put the video in the chat one more time. Actually, you know, I should put it in the video description as well. That is a complete breakdown of my Bitcoin thoughts. All right, I'm gonna put it in the description here. There it is. All right, now it's in the description as well. I encourage everyone, go check out that video after the live. That's a little taste of what the patrons get regularly, daily. Did you know how? Hello to you as well. Did you know how? Dollar open again. Filled its tiny little 4-hour gap. You know what? An alert here on the dollar, gonna be a good move. I'm gonna place mine at 93.343 to let me know if it falls back into that wedge or falls back below its descending resistance trend line. And I'm gonna place another alert at 93.654, letting me know that yesterday's high has been retaken. Those are going to prove to be rather important alerts, I believe. May give us a glimpse into the future at what we have in store. I'm going to add this target box to this chart as well. Here we are. That target box, you'll see it in the video that was published hours ago. So this is not like we're placing it because price is moving towards it. I was there. Same target. Silv, you're killing it. You're killing it with these likes. You're getting them. You're wrestling them. 190. That's an amazing amount of likes. You guys are dope. You guys are awesome. We're live here every day. Hopefully the new faces joining us will join us again tomorrow and the next day and the next day. The next day. And the next day. For our live streams. Spencer. Alts won't rally until Bitcoin hits an all-time high. No, that's not what I'm saying. I think it'd be safe to say alts won't hit all-time highs until Bitcoin hits an all-time high. That's probably safe. What I'm saying is alts aren't going to rally until we see this chart reverse. We could see it. We have reason to believe it's possible here. This is Bitcoin dominance chart. We have reason to believe that it could happen here. We have evidence that it could happen here. We see bearish divergence on the daily on our highs right here. Lower RSI high, higher high on the chart. We see it on the 4-hour. We don't see it on the weekly yet. We don't see any signs of weakness at this point for Bitcoin dominance, but we do have something that could suggest resistance. We have our TK line on the Ichi weekly sitting at 63.5. That could offer resistance. And more importantly and more locally, we have the 100-week moving average acting as resistance clearly in this weekly as it's wicked back below 63.05. We have the potential for reversal here. We do. I don't see it quite yet, but we have the potential. And what I was saying is, anybody just see that? Anybody see this? What? Am I crazy? This was not here literally 2 seconds ago. This candle was not here. What? What the hell? I'm so confused. What the heck? What? Like 2 seconds ago. Wonder if I keep hitting back if it'll weirdly not show it. Look. Look, it's not there. I just hit back over and over and over again. It's not there. Am I crazy? I'm going crazy. All right, I don't know. Having like a stroke or something? What's going on with that? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, alts are not likely to be putting in significant gains, meaning gains in their BTC pair, until Bitcoin dominance reverses. However, even if it doesn't reverse, as long as Bitcoin continues rallying in price, we will expect to see alts either stay sideways in USD value, meaning your alts aren't going to go down. You're not going to be seeing red on your portfolio. We could even see, and this is probable, we could see alts increase in USD value. But they're unlikely to have those explosive returns that we're used to, those explosive movements up, until we see this reverse. And when we do, because it's only a matter of when, not a matter of if, when you see Bitcoin dominance reverse, then you'll see those moves. Silv, I love women in crypto. It's funny, you actually can't see my eyes even if I show them because I have a blue green screen on for these guys. And my eyes are blue, and so they just look like dark demon holes because the blue green screen cuts them out. Pretty funny.
Tom, if someone were to say you can have 50k ETH or 50k Link but you can have it in 20 years, which one would you choose?
It's a spicy question. You can have it in 20 years. This depends on the value when crypto is three times older than it is right now. I would go with ETH simply because it has a longer history. Because that's not betting on what will have the highest gain in that time. It's betting on really what will exist, what will even be traded in 20 years. Crypto is only 10 years old. So I'd probably go with ETH. Simply because the risk of it no longer being around is lower, I would say. Really cool question. I wish people ask questions like that more often. Thank you, Justin French. All right, one more attempt here. Bitcoin, you going? Or are you just gonna trade sideways into the end of the day here, which is pretty much, if you look at that video earlier, what we were looking at. Right on cue. I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, DB Izzle, that blew my mind. I don't understand what's up with that BTCD chart. I did realize while I was doing it what is happening. And that being, it's the difference between putting it on a 24-hour chart and a day chart. One has that candle, one doesn't. You can do it yourself. That's weird. There is no difference between the two. There shouldn't be any discrepancy between a 24-hour chart and a one-day chart. TradingView has been struggling with their APIs lately when it comes to Bitcoin dominance and total market cap. Pretty much all of its calculated Bitcoin statistics have been struggling hard. On the struggle bus. Oh man, nice. Welcome everybody. Welcome to the burst of new viewers we just got. What's up? Welcome. Good to have you here. Nice. We just shot up 50 viewers out of nowhere. What up, what up, what up, everybody? You're tuning in after kind of post the meat of the video here today. But welcome, it's awesome to have you guys. I'm assuming some of you coming over here from Mitch Ray's stream. Awesome. We like Mitch Ray here, we like Mitch Ray. Respect his analysis, he's a smart guy. It's great to have you here. We do a similar format, similar content. We're live every day similarly. Usually we're on before Mitch. Today we were on before Mitch today, but this is usually later than we usually start. I had a late start. I got woken up by the VIX today. Did not sleep well and I slept in. So unfortunately you're missing kind of the meat of the content, meat of the episode. You check out this video, I'm going to link it below. It's in the video description as well. I'm going to link it in chat. This will give you a better idea of what we do on a regular basis here. We just do the same thing. We look at charts. We do in-depth analysis. I'm going to enable the DVR here actually for you guys. There we go. DVR is enabled. So if you want to go back and look, you can. But we didn't get too in-depth on this because we released this video pre-stream today where we go incredibly in-depth in the Bitcoin chart, looking at all different time frames, looking at targets. And really what that is that's a perk of our Patron membership. Similar to Mitch's. Same idea. But ours is a little more one-on-one. One-on-one sessions weekly. Pretty much, I guess now, this is new. Maybe daily TA warm-ups every day. We've been doing those. They're awesome. But yeah, there's a link. But that video I linked is a good example. I'll link it one more time. Ugh, I forgot that I spilled that energy drink and my phone is wet. Pissed if my phone's broke. Oh. Glenn, what's up, man? Welcome. It's good to have you here. Spencer, welcome to the fam, guys. Thank you so much for following. Borina Sepang, welcome. And we're having a little follow train. Who's next? Who's gonna hit that button next? Who's got the courage to step up to the plate? Smash that subscribe button. That was pretty good. 3 in a row. Nice. Awesome, guys. Yeah, well, the bears, they go back in the woods, man. When winter comes, the bears go back to the woods. That's how it is. I'm sure he'll be back though, guys. You know, people come and go here, and that's okay. Everybody needs a break from trading and from crypto and from Bitcoin. Now and then, everybody does. No harm, no foul. We understand. Man, what a cool day. We might have to go on after Mitch more, so that, like, we get kind of like the post-Mitch wave. I like it. Our analytics, I just like shot up. Went from like 200 to 250 in a second. Everybody joining us. Like I said, we're live daily. We're having the same search issues as Mitch is. It's not just him, it's everybody. What is up? Emmy Tanjo Solomon. Welcome, fam. It's good to have you. We're having the same search issues as Mitch is. It seems across the board. So make sure, I'm going to drop the Discord link. Make sure you're in the Discord. It's the only way to find us a lot of the time. What's up, Steven Daedalus? How you doing, bro? Funny colors voting for Kanye. Go for it, bro. Yeah, make sure you're in our Discord. We're live daily, too. If you like Mitch's content, you'll probably like ours. If you like our content, you'll probably like Mitch's. Just high quality technical analysis daily. Up to date, always. Solid. Yeah, it looks like our little pop into close here might not be happening. Of course it's not happening because we just closed. So if you guys watched that video I posted, this was the close we were looking for. We got it. We were looking for it hours ago. Not bad. All right. Pretty uneventful though. So unfortunately, despite having all these new people, which I love to see, man, it's awesome to have these new eyes. I hope you guys join us again. Live every day. Hope you guys join us in the future. It's good to have new faces, new minds, new opinions, dude. That's what we're all about. Hope you guys join us in the future. Because we're wrapping up here, unfortunately, man. I don't want to, though. We have so many new people. 260, just out of the woodwork. Freaking dope. But I think we're going to trade sideways here for a while, and typically when I say that, it does happen, sadly. Might not be a lot to look at. Highly recommend you go check out that publish from today. That's going to give you an in-depth look. Yuri, do you leverage trade or just hold? I don't think that I don't think it's an AB like that, brother. I don't think it's an AB. Am I a day trader? No, I don't day trade. Matthew Miller, am I going to start wearing a Viking helmet and doing donation shots? I promise you this, I won't be wearing a Viking helmet. Donation shots though? Dude, that's on the table. It's up to you guys. I'm not against it. Not against that idea. Yeah. Yes, we're looking at a little sideways trading, and maybe, yeah, there's always a chance we get some explosive nothing, explosive move out of nowhere. But for an in-depth look, check out that video that's published today before the stream. We're going to wrap it up here, guys. I kind of planned on this being a shorter stream. Didn't really work out that way, especially with that little burst. But it's great to have some of Mitch's viewers here, guys. Check us out. Check us out later. Check us out tomorrow. Check us out later in the week. I think you'll like our content too. I like Mitch's content. I think you'll like ours. So yeah, drop in the Discord link here a few times. Hop in there so you can find us when we stream again. Because we've had terrible, terrible issues. The last few days. Heart goes out to all those streamers having the same issue. It is miserable. Nothing feels worse. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. I love you all, fam. You guys are the best. We have the best viewers. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. We have the best viewers. Love you guys. We'll be live tomorrow, maybe earlier. That's my plan. We'll see how it works out. And as always, if there's spice, we'll be on. We're spice hunters. We don't sleep. I was up all night looking at the VIX and stocks, man. I don't sleep when the markets tell me not to. So we'll be live tomorrow, and who knows, maybe tonight. Praying not tonight. I need some sleep. As always, Bitcoin is not the imposter. Turns out alts were. 0 imposters remain. Love you, fam. Get in that Discord. Make sure you're subscribed. Check out the Patron. I'll see you guys tomorrow.